That's right, honey. You go do you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the questions is, were you able to stay in contact with your family while you were there, with the
Yeah.
family here?
My family was
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Were you able to stay in contact with them?
With my family.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, when you went over, went over there, and I went over there for D-Day. Uh, I I didn't. I never even got a letter, and I was only there a little over a month when I got wounded.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then I was sent back to England for 4 months, and I was put in a hospital because I was in traction, and I was in England for 4 months before. They said, they made it sound like I was going to go back in action, that I'd be all right. Well, actually, I'm lucky. What was wrong with me is that's it. The shrapnel went right through the shoulder. So all I can do with that hand is raise. That's as high as it'll go. So after 3 surgeries and everything, they decided there's nothing. That bones are just all crushed, and so I was sent home.
Oh, okay.
And I was sent back to an England, an English ship, I should say, and then I ended up in the Gardner General Hospital, which was at 50th and Lake Park. It was a hotel. They made a hospital with it. Now it's gone, but it was right over Lake Michigan, and that was where I was at. So, yeah, but there was a lot of bad. You know, that couldn't see men. But what were you going to ask me?
Another one is what was the living conditions and what was the food like and.
You now as you went overseas?
Yeah, while you were there.
Okay. First of all, as I told you, I landed on the beach. Okay, and that was right after D-Day of late. From that day to the day I was taken out of the beach, which was July the 5th, I still had my same clothes on that I had. We had no blankets. We had no food. The only thing we had was cans that were sold in and the 11 loving powdered eggs. And I'm very familiar with it because I worked at Cracker Jack for 2 years before I went to service, and we packaged eggs there. And we also made the dinners for the 3 meals there. And that was on, they shut down, well, Cracker Jack was almost shut down. They had one lane that ran with popcorn. That was that.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, that's what they did. So, but we never even got the box popcorn. We got little cans. And that, for all that time, we still had the same clothes, same shoes on, everything. And everybody says about digging holes for making to get you down in the ground. To be honest with you, we didn't stand still that long enough to even bother with dig a hole.
Yeah.
And so we just kept going. And but the other book shows the figures, as I told you, close to 2,000 for Bloody Hill. That's men that were killed, captured, and all that. That's a lot of men, 2,000 men.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the end of me because I was sent back to the beach of Ormond, right where we landed, and they were bringing in smaller little ships to put us on to bring us back to the hospital. Not no big ships.
Yeah.
It wasn't set up for big ships.
Mm-hmm.
So in my case, I was kind of lucky. We had a lot of warfare, but I got over with it pretty fast
Yeah.
because I was wounded on the 5th of July, and that's just a month after D-Day.
Yeah.
And to get it. But there was a lot of things that went on about the invasion, of how it should have been, who should have done it, and what could have been done. But it's I think Eisenhower did a pretty good job to make it. So,
Yeah.
but if you give me questions, that's better because
Another one was just like, do you have any memorable moments from being there with like the people you were with?
Oh, well, definitely, I have them. I mean, I seen a couple of my very good friends die. And it's not easy to see them get hit and you can't do nothing for them. You don't even try to do anything because what are you gonna do
You
for them?
can't do it, yeah.
If they're firing